And first, I want to say Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2021, believe it or not. Wow, and it is February. It's been a lot. I've been away from the camera for a little while, but I'm back, and I'm back with the word of the day. Now, this word today may pierce some people because it's like, Mama, why you talking about this word? Well, this word is something that is definitely a word that it just kept coming to me. So I said, hey, let me go ahead on and address this word. And the word is backstabbing. Backstabbing. Now, the definition of backstabbing is the action or practice of criticizing someone in a treacherous manner while feigning friendship. The adjective is a person behaving in a backstabbing way. And it kind of go hand in hand with the word betrayal, which I did a video on that word sometime last year. So, Mama always have to talk about some things that may be a little uncomfortable to some people, but I'm going to go ahead and address them anyway. Okay? A lot of times people experience backstabbing in their lives. I can guarantee someone have experienced this one time or another in their life. And it's the thing about it is not only that you experienced it, but that you went through it, but how did you react to the backstabbing that happened? Okay. And a few, a few ways you can experience backstabbing. For one, backstabbing consists of unkind and disloyal actions or marks that are likely to harm. A person who, for some unknown reason, pretends to be your friend, then harasses you for no reason or denies the friendship. Or they could pretend to be your friend and then turn around and use whatever it is that they want to against you, or what have you. A lot of backstabbing goes on in today's world, but the most backstabbing goes on, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but in the workplace. People backstab people all the time in the workplace. You know why people backstab people all the time in the workplace? Because everybody's trying to get higher. Everybody's trying to elevate. Everybody's trying to come up. But what people don't understand is if that's how you're going to get to that position, guess what? Like a boomerang, what goes around comes around. So the same way you get there, you might get taken out that same way, unfortunately. So let's talk about that, shall we? Yeah. Life is not about who's real to your face. It's about who's real behind your back. One thing about Mama don't do nothing behind anybody's back that she can't do in their face. If I can't say it to your face, then I'm not going to say it. But if it's ever been said by Mama, I could say it to your face, no problem. And I've said this many times in my videos because of the simple fact that that's just who I am. That's how I operate. If I say anything behind your back, trust and believe I could say it to your face. And that's how it should be. This other quote said, everyone isn't your friend. Just because they hang around you and laugh with you doesn't mean they are your friend. People pretend well. At the end of the day, real situations expose fake people, so pay attention. That's so true. That is so true. And I have experienced backstabbing in my lifetime. I have experienced. I'm a very seasoned person, and I've experienced it. But one thing I know is I've never returned the favor. For one, because of who I serve, the God I serve. I know He said, "Vengeance is mine." That's the Bible. It says, "Vengeance is mine." So there is no reason for me to repay anybody because God said He'll repay. He's not asleep. I always have to encourage myself when I go through the betrayal or if I go through the backstabbing. I always encourage myself and I say, well, God's not asleep. He knows exactly what's going on. He sees everything I do and He sees everything that person has done to me. So it's no reason for me to be worried or concerned about how they carry on and how they act. No matter how unfair it may be, no matter how they may feel as though they've gotten away with something, guess what? What goes around always come back around. And if you're lucky, you might be able to see it happen. Another quote says, talking badly about someone else while they aren't there to defend themselves says more about you than the person you're talking about. You know, I always like to get real around these things. You know, I love my quotes. I love to find these quotes because these quotes be hitting right where they need to hit. And I hope it's hitting where it needs to hit. Ain't no subliminal messages. We coming straight through the middle. We coming straight down the line. I'm going to say that one more time. Talking badly about someone else while they aren't there to defend themselves says more about you than the person you're talking about. Period. But not only that, let me tell you how backstabbing can really happen. You could be having a conversation with somebody. And the conversation can be so innocent, but it'll take a turn and that person go to talking about somebody. And you don't have to say anything about the person they're talking about. But then they'll go back to that person and tell about the conversation, but don't say what they were saying. That happens a lot. And so you think that the person that you've been talking to don't know you've been doing that, going back and telling things about them or telling that they've said something when you know they haven't said anything. You know they haven't said anything. You know they haven't said anything. They know they haven't said anything. But the person you're telling don't know that. But it doesn't matter because guess what? What's done in the dark will always come to light. What goes around always comes back around. Trust. And I believe that and I know that. And so that's why I don't worry. One thing I don't do, though, is have conversations about people that I can't have with them. And anything I say about somebody, I can always say it to them because I have no problem. I won't say it unless I know I'm comfortable with saying it to them because you already know somebody gonna carry a bone. Anytime you're having a conversation with anyone, it's never confidential. I don't care if they say, okay, this is gonna stay between me and you. No, it's not. They gonna go back. It's gonna be carried back. It's gonna get back. So because you know that, and if you don't know that, I'm telling you now, it will. So word to the wise, if you can't say anything to the person that's being talked about, if you can't say it to them, don't say it at all. Because I guarantee you the conversation is not confidential and guaranteed the conversation is going to get back to that person anyway. Regardless of how they say, whatever we talk about, going to stay between me and you. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know it's not. I know it's not. You're not fooling anybody. It is what it is. And that goes for friends, that goes for family, that goes for coworkers, that goes for anybody in relationships. You can even be talking about your significant other, just having oh, how was your holiday? How was your Valentine's? Or what have you. And you go to telling your friend about your Valentine's, or your coworker, or your family member about your Valentine's, or what have you, and how things went, or how you had a wonderful time, or how they took you out, or whatever the case may be. Trust and believe that conversation is going to get carried, and it'll get back to whoever was involved. It's unfortunate. That's just the way of the world. That's how people are. People talk. People can't hold water. If you find somebody can keep a secret or what have you, you found something golden. But nowadays, unfortunately, nothing is secret. Nothing. When a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. Ooh. The misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth just like you did. I gotta read that again. This is blessing me. Okay, it says, when a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. The misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth just like you did. So no matter how much they want to act like they're your friend, no matter how much they want to act like everything is cool. Oh, I miss you. I haven't talked to you in so long. How have you been? But all the while you've been bad-mouthing me. All the while you've been talking behind my back. All the while you've been carrying bones. You didn't know I knew though. Huh? Wow. Better to have an enemy who slaps you in the face than a friend who stabs you in the back. Yeah, I'd rather know that you're my enemy. But it's so good to have discernment. Because when you have discernment, it's like you already know. It's like something to tell you. All right, be careful around this one. They're not really your friend. They're not really your friend. So you tread softly, tread carefully. Walk on thin ice with this one. Be cordial, be professional. But just know that they're not really your friend. Govern yourself accordingly around this person. Because no matter how much they may try to act as if they are your friend, truth of the matter is, deep down, they don't like you. And it's unfortunate. But when you get that feeling about a person, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't keep allowing them to keep hurting you. Don't keep allowing them to mess over you. Don't keep allowing them to make you feel less than. Believe them the first time. You don't have to be angry with them or hold anything against them, because no, you don't want to block your blessings. No. We don't block blessings over here. But we basically govern ourselves accordingly and handle them with the long handle spoon. Be pleasant, be professional, be cordial. But take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving. And one thing I know, God will bless you with the right people. He will also show you and protect you and give you insight, that discernment, telling you, okay, be careful around this person now. They kick with you, with you. but they ain't real. They not real. They not on your team. They not team mama. They not team mama voice. And that's okay. Everybody's not gonna be team mama voice. That's okay. That's all right. Don't need everybody on my team. That's all right. It's okay. But at the end of the day, make sure mama is handling her business the way she's supposed to be handling her business. Make sure she's treating everybody the way she wants to be treated. That way judgment don't come on mama. And let God handle those that have been mistreating mama. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Don't worry about backstabbers. They're the people who tried their hardest finding faults in your life instead of fixing the faults in theirs. It is not my role to expose the fake people. In due time, they will expose themselves for who they really are. That is so true. That is so true. True friends are the ones who have nice things to say about you behind your back. Stop with the backstabbing. If you can't say it in front of my face, then be quiet. That's it. And I'm actually cleaning that up because that says other words. That quote says other words. They say everyone deserves a second chance, but I think some people don't need another opportunity to stab you in the back. That is so true. If this person have hurt you, if they're showing you that they are not loyal, they're not real with you, they're not on your team, they're not, for you, believe them. Leave them right where they at. You can love them. They could be family members. They could be loved ones. They could be cousins. They could be best friends, former best friends, or childhood friends, or whatever the case may be. But if they're showing you that they're not for you, let them stay where they at. You don't need that. Backstabbing occurs when a friend agrees with you when the two of you are alone, but later sides with your opponents in a social setting. That happens a lot, especially with teenagers in school, in high school, in middle school, and stuff like that. That happens a lot. Don't worry about those who talk behind your back. They're behind your back for a reason. So it is interesting. Be careful who you share your weaknesses with. Some people can't wait for the opportunity to use them against you. Wow. And even on social media, this one says they don't like you, but they will be checking your page religiously, trying to see what's going on with you. That's if you don't like me, why you checking for me? I ain't checking for you. I already know you don't like me. So I'm not checking for you. This is so crazy. And be careful of those individuals that will say little slick, sly things that you may not catch right away. It's like one of those things, because I'm kind of slow. One thing about me, I'm kind of slow. Like I think about something could happen today, and later on in the night, I could be thinking about in my meditation or my prayer or whatever time. And then I'll think about what happened. I'll go back and go over my day and think about some things that have been said to me. And I'll be like, did they say that? That wasn't very nice. I didn't catch that. Dog. I ain't catch that. But it wasn't meant for me to catch it at that moment. Because if I would have caught it at that moment, And a lot of times, I'm not even gonna front. A lot of times I catch stuff and I won't even touch it. I won't even deal with it because the old me used to let people have it. Used to just, oh, I'm just gonna let you have it. I'm gonna tell you off. But I've learned as I've grown up and become an adult that everything doesn't warrant a reaction. Everything doesn't warrant my energy. One of my favorite people on this earth said something. You don't deserve any of my summers. I'm not going to give you. And what that means, you're not going to take my energy. I'm not going to give you energy. I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of draining me by upsetting me because you have a problem with me. Because 9 times out of 10, the problem you have with me, I didn't cause it. Because it's not in me to upset people. It's not in me to make people angry. It's not in me to do that. So if you have a problem with me, that is a problem that you have with me. It's 9 times out of 10, it's not a problem I've caused. So therefore, I'm not even going to allow you to mess with my energy. If you bring it to my attention and say, hey, mama, you pissed me off. You hurt my feelings. Or what you said made me angry. Guess what? We'll address it at that point. Either I'm going to say, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or whatever. That's 9 times out of 10, that's how that's going to go. Because it's never intentional for me to hurt anybody's feelings. Now, I'm going to be honest and tell you something 9 times out of 10. The only way I'll hurt somebody's feelings if I'm telling you something of truth that you may not want to hear. But it's never something mean. I'm not ever trying to say something mean to hurt someone. Never. That's not me. I don't even care how you may act towards me. The comeback will never be me being mean back at you. That's just not who I am. So, and that's why it doesn't even, it doesn't even matter, as far as that goes. Because I already know that part check. I already know I'm not trying to hurt nobody. So, this one says, I wish people looked like their personalities. I guess so that way you could see it coming. Yeah, because, you can, you can basically, if people looked like their personalities, you will see what's coming at you. Some people can look one way, but then have not so nice disposition. They can be beautiful on the outside, but ugly on the inside. So, and then some of the, unattractive people can be just some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Because we're not vain. We're not, people that are full of ourselves. We're not full of ourselves or what have you. So it's just so wonderful to, I'm passionate about my topics and my words of the day or whatever, because there's some things, like I said, that needs to be said, that of course nobody will ever address. So just my whole thing is, this one I have to just touch on. People talk behind your back for 3 reasons. When they can't reach your level, when they don't have what you have, and when they try to copy your lifestyle but can't. It is easier to forgive an enemy than to forgive a friend. I don't know. I don't know. I walk in forgiveness. That's something I basically, because of who I am and what I'm called to be, I walk in forgiveness and my beliefs. I walk in forgiveness because it's better to forgive. You know, how can I expect God to forgive me if I don't forgive people? The people have done me wrong. I walk and I forgive them. It doesn't happen automatically because I'm not perfect. You know, I be upset. I be mad. I be hurt or whatever, especially when I'm been betrayed by a friend or somebody I thought that was my friend or what have you, somebody supposed to be on my team. You know, it's very hurtful to go through those things. But just know that, again, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. When they show you that they can't be trusted, believe them. When they show you that they'll talk behind your back, go behind your back and carry bones, try to discredit you, your character, and who you are, believe them. And no, you don't have to give them a second chance to be in your life to do it to you all over again. Know that you are a light. And don't ever let nobody dim that light. Don't ever let nobody stop you from shining. Because of the simple fact that they're doing what they're doing to try to stop you from being great. But guess what? Whatever they may be doing will never stop your greatness, will never dim your light, will never stop you from shining. You're going to always shine. You're going to always be great. So if you've gotten backstabbed recently or somebody have betrayed you, forgive them. Let it go. If you have to confront them about it, do that. But do that tactfully. Choose your battles. Some things aren't even worth even addressing because they're not going to be honest anyway. If they backstabbed you for their own reasons. And, you know, some people will do it and don't even realize they're doing it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you can only be held accountable for what you do. So your reaction is going to determine your outcome. Don't let what other people do determine who you are as a person. And don't let anybody's ill will towards you stop you from being great. I hope you like this video. I hope you will share this video and just stay tuned. Like, subscribe. I'll be back with more content. You know me, I say what most people don't want to say or can't say or don't know how to say. The word of the day, backstabbing. But the better word, forgiveness. Let's forgive today. Have a great day. See you in the next video.